What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their numerous different things. So they're calling this one a Milkshake Double IPA that is brewed with Blackberry, Apricot, graham cracker, vanilla, and lactose. It comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 1 month old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to Hop Butcher for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to them. I'll post a link in the description box of the beer mail boxing video I did that contains all the goodies they sent my way, and another Milkshake Double IPA from Hop Butcher. I've only reviewed, I want to say 4 or 5 from them, but I've enjoyed each one differently. And this one just sounds like it's kind of a bit different than most of them. I mean, Blackberry and Apricot, sure, but then graham cracker? Are they trying to go for like a Blackberry apricot pie kind of in IPA form or milkshake IPA form? I have no idea. They're using Mosaic and Simcoe hops for this one, and yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It sounds very interesting. The tasting notes they have is ripe apricot, makes sense, juicy blackberry, and honey graham cracker. I hope I get all 3 of those. And I'll tell you why, because I like all 3 of those. Ooh. All right, so let's give this a pour into the huge Hop Butcher glass and see what we got going on. Oh, yeah. That's looking fantastic. Yeah. Go just like that. Pour maybe the rest in at the end if I remember. I say that a lot. Like, oh, I'm going to pour the rest of the beer in. Then by the end of the review, I'm like, nah, I just forgot. So that pours out this really like nice purple color too, but it's like a light dull purple, almost like a dark red into a light purple. Had about a finger of this light pink colored head, very creamy looking. Yeah, that looks like some kind of beer that would have blackberries in it for sure. Let's get a nose. Wow. So I've said this before about Hop Butcher Milkshake Double IPAs. They have some of the most intense aromas when it comes to vanilla. And this one is maybe the most intense of the ones I've had. Tons of vanilla. Yeah, a shit ton of vanilla. Like a lot. Like if you don't like vanilla, I can't see you liking this aroma. It almost smells like a blackberry creamsicle if those exist. I'd assume they do. There's a lot of nice, juicy, jammy blackberry underneath that vanilla. I couldn't tell you there's apricot based on the nose. There's a little bit of like, I wouldn't say graham cracker necessarily with the aroma based if I was doing this blind, but it has this like sweet crust kind of vibe to it. Maybe I would guess graham cracker, but it's not, you know, to a T. Yeah, honey, graham cracker, not really. Graham cracker, a little bit. Pretty much, this is a blackberry creamsicle. There's a little bit of like this distinct hoppiness that is in there coming from the IPA portion, the Mosaic and Simcoe. It's generic in the nose, not really too big. This honestly just smells like a fruited sour. It doesn't have a lot of redeeming IPA qualities in the nose, but maybe in the taste it will. I don't know. It just smells, let me tell you, blackberry creamsicle sounds fantastic. And my mouth's watering, and this smells fantastic. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. Yeah, it's delicious. It's fucking delicious. I feel like out of all the people who try this beer, whether it's other fellow beer tubers that Hop Butcher sends beers their way to try, or if it's people on Untapped or whatever the case may be, I feel like I'm going to like this more than most because I like fruited sours. I like vanilla a lot, and that's basically this in a nutshell. Yeah, it's fucking delicious. Body on this one, medium, little, maybe a touch over medium. For the 7.5%, it works nicely. Mouthfeel, soft, smooth, creamy. That lactose is showing. It just has the creaminess I expect from a Hop Butcher Double IPA, but this is a Milkshake Double IPA. And yeah, the body of the mouthfeel, when it comes to any of their beers that are Double IPA or higher, so 7.5% or higher, are always pretty much killer. The taste, I can sit here and bullshit you that I'm getting 18 fucking million different flavors. Blackberries, they're tart, but jammy, vanilla, and there's a little bit of like this lingering mild bitterness on the back end that's kind of, it's kind of like a, like almost a floral sensation. I'd assume that's from the Mosaic and Simcoe influence, but like right up front, I'm just hit with tons of acidic, tart, jammy blueberries. Pass through the palate, the vanilla creeps in and kind of hits you. And then it intertwines, makes a blackberry creamsicle, continues on through the palate. It dries out a little bit on the back end. This leans sweet, but this is not too sweet. The graham cracker is not there for me. I'm not really tasting graham cracker. Yeah. Now on that one, I got a little bit of like a stone fruit. I wouldn't say necessarily apricot, but there's this underlying, like underripened stone fruit. I'd probably guess peach more than apricot. Very similar, but yeah, there's a little bit of that there. So they say ripe apricot, sure. I'm getting more like an underripened apricot. Juicy blackberry, yes. I mean, it's tart, it's jammy, juicy, sure. Honey graham cracker, not for me. I'm not getting the graham cracker, but I don't fucking care right now. I really don't, because this is delicious. If you told me this was a fruited sour with blackberries and vanilla, I'd believe you. That would be my guess if I was doing this blind. I'd say probably like a 7.5% fruited sour with blackberries and vanilla. That'd be my guess. Or maybe not blackberries, maybe just berry in general. Maybe I'd guess blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, something in that realm. But this is fucking delicious, but it's not exactly what it says on the label for my palate. It doesn't drink like a double IPA. A milkshake double IPA, maybe. But I'm only getting the blackberry, smidge of apricot, really no graham cracker and vanilla. So I don't get the graham cracker in the taste, get a little bit of the apricot, and this doesn't drink like a double IPA, drinks more like a fruited sour, but I don't really care. I really enjoy this one. So rating on numerous different things, by the way, awesome label like always. Dan Jetza and the labels are fantastic. This is numerous different things just thrown together on the label. It's pretty cool. But rating on this one is a 4.5 out of 5 for me. It just is. Most of their milkshake double IPAs with the fruit additions and the vanilla and everything, they just work for me. I am a big vanilla fan in almost anything. Like vanilla ice cream is my jam. Like, people ask you, oh, what's your like simple ice cream? Vanilla or vanilla bean ice cream. Yeah, I'm into it. So I'm like the opposite of Kyle over at No Hype Beer Review. Shout out to Kyle. Go check out his channel if you have never done so. Great guy. But I'm the opposite of Kyle. Like Kyle always struggles to get vanilla characters in beers. And I really don't. I don't know what he said about this beer. I'll have to go look at the review he did. I don't know if he did he's been doing a lot of dual reviews with the Nerd Sense guys. I don't know. But, it's a running gag between them, and I'll chime in occasionally that he just can't pick up on vanilla. I can't see him drinking this beer and saying there's no vanilla or he doesn't get vanilla. If so, that's crazy because there's so much fucking vanilla in this that it's kind of over the top. And I would say if you don't like vanilla, that's the thing. I don't think Kyle hates vanilla or anything. He just has trouble picking it up. But if you don't like vanilla, I can't see you enjoying this beer to like any degree. Price point availability, Chicagoland, drips and drabs out to Michigan. I don't know if they're getting distro in other areas at this point, but that's pretty much what I know. Chicago, a little bit in Michigan. Price point, I think these are $14.99 a 4-pack. If somebody wants to correct me out there, I remember Jeremiah telling me when Hop Butcher first started sending me stuff that the price points of each beer, he basically said like the $17.99 or higher stuff is their triple IPAs and like their big pastry stouts. So I think these fall in the $14.99 realm. So even if these were like 16 or 17 bucks, this is a fucking great beer for me. Maybe not for you, but I enjoy this one. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it because I think price point is good. I think the beer in general is good. Is it exactly what it says on the label? Not for me personally, but I don't care because it's just fucking tasty and that's all that matters to me. So yeah, 7.5%, can't even tell you there's alcohol in here. It's fucking stupid. Blackberry creamsicle in beer form to a T. And I'm getting a little bit of like heartburn already, a little bit of acid reflux. I can probably from the blueberries, a little bit of the sick blueberry apricot thing going on, but not too much. But it's kind of hit me a little bit. I don't care. Still 4.5 out of 5. Anyway, like I said, had this one before. Post comments. Let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Thanks again to Hop Butcher for this one. To the next one. Cheers.